Hello, this is Waking Gaia. My name's Angie. I am an energy reader, oracle reader, channeler, all that good stuff. So, anyhow, I've got so much I want to talk to you all about. We have really been shedding a lot of what no longer serves us, and we hear that all the time. What no longer serves us, but what does that actually mean? To me personally, that means that it's the subconscious mind. It's those thoughts that we don't even realize we're thinking that are making our decision go this way versus the other. So our outcome is repeatedly the same, even though the path isn't quite the same, because those subconscious thoughts are leading us to that same direction, even though we don't realize that that's happening. So these last few years have been completely on purpose, and I'm not saying that as a plan, kind of thing. I'm saying that as spirit. Spirit allowed this to happen for a reason. So many of us have lost so much, and my heart goes out to all of you that have. We all have, and there's no words. There's no words for the amount of loss, and I send my love to all of you that have lost. However, they're still with us. They're always with us. Energy does not die. Energy never dies. They're always with us. We've had so much shifting and stuff going on. We've got all of this that has happened on purpose because our earth is very old. Our souls are very old. And some souls a little older than others. And they were ready to go home. They didn't want to go through this fight, this battle, because this is truly a battle between light and dark. It's, will we rise or will we fall? And it's truly up to every single one of us to decide what outcome we have in all this. Now, each individual person doing their work changes so much, but only if we practice what we preach, only if we're taking our own advice, only if what we're hearing, that advice that sounds so good, hits us deep in the soul and resonates. The only way that any of that matters is if we actually go through the action of carrying that out. A small part of why I wasn't around for 11 months, I did go to another app for a little while, but I felt like I had so much more shadow work to do, and that I wasn't able to practice entirely what I was preaching. But again, I'm human, as we all are. So don't beat yourself up, because this is an experience. This is a lesson, a life lesson. Our lessons in life, excuse me, I'm stuttering. So much of what we have in front of us are lessons, experiences, so that we can go back, report to the new souls that come on in. It's that ever exchange, that everlasting exchange, that infinite exchange of energy. We're here to learn, we're here to enjoy, we're here as a blessing. I know it doesn't always feel like a blessing, but that, again, comes down to the subconscious mind. Are you allowing yourself to only see the negative in life? Because if you're focused on the negative, you literally blur the positive out. So much of what's going on is people making all these changes to their self. But when they go out in society, they're not practicing that. But when they go home, they somehow feel good about themselves, even though they were just judging a person that they didn't know for what they were wearing, or the way they spoke, the way their teeth were, whatever. We never know. That's one thing that life has really taught me, is that don't judge a person because you don't know. I could sit here and go over my background and, I have had hundreds of seizures. But can you tell? I stutter all the time. Can you tell? See, we work on those things. We are given these challenges by life, and we overcome them. And then we go on to the next one, and we overcome that. But we have to practice it, not just at home, but in public, in society. Judging a person is one thing that I never, ever understood, I guess you could say. Although I myself did it, and life definitely smacked me around for that one. It handed me exactly what I judged. It's funny like that. And now at 41 years old, I look back and so ignorant when I thought I was wise. Every day we learn more and more. I don't know what the truth is. I can't sit here and tell you what the truth is, the actual truth. But I can tell you my conclusions and what I've come to. I can tell you my inner knowing that I feel so strong that I know is true. But can I prove it? Can I point it out? And I think that's where so many of us are. With family members, with friends, with coworkers. We see it in a way that others don't. But that's a blessing as well, because if we all saw everything in the same way, we would never see the flip side. I guess my point is that all of the negative is there to show us the positive. We're being shown the positive in life through all of what we don't want anymore. I know I would love to see people get along. I know I would love to see people ask before they judge, before they assume. Just ask. I would love to see people be honest instead of just trying to savor someone's feelings. Because in the end, I think it's more painful, that little white lie, to savor someone's opinion or savor someone's feelings. I think is just, it's more hurtful in the end, because it's like, well, why couldn't you just be honest with me about what you were thinking or feeling? So life is teaching us a huge lesson. Spirit, source, creation, creator, whatever you want to call it, has given us a beautiful opportunity here. Source has brought the souls home that didn't want to go through this, and that were done and have done their time, have had their experiences, learned their lessons. And so many new souls have been born. Oh, these beautiful new souls that have been born. Just something special about these kids, The kids are our future. They show us our future. They teach us our future. They're the generation younger than us will always be one step ahead of us on certain things. And we may feel wiser, but, there's a lot that my kids could teach me. My kid's pounding right now on their wall. Give me 1 sec. Sorry about that. Told them I was doing this, and for some reason it's a great time to nail their tapestries up. So let's go ahead. Let's get into the reading. And I'll just keep on yapping. I've got so much to say about so much that is going on, but we're going to go ahead and we'll see what Spirit has to say, because it's not about my opinion. Now, is it? All right. So Spirit, please be with me now. All right, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to pull an overall card out of this Divine Animal Oracle for the overall energies. What are the overall energies for the next 2 weeks? We'll go 2 weeks out. The next 2 weeks, what do we got? What do we got? Overall energy. Orca. Songlines. This card is beautiful. It is all about... It is backwards, sorry. This card is all about that inner calling, that inner vibration, that inner frequency, that inner connection with everything around you. We all vibrate. It comes down to the quantum physics. We're all vibrating. We are constantly vibrating, but at different rates. And the plants, everything around us is alive. And when we sense that, when we connect to that, when we feel that, it's this source of energy that is like no cup of coffee you can make, and it really connects us with ourselves as well. This is also, again, about that subconscious mind, those thoughts, those that are laying beneath the surface. You see here, she's sleeping. And we've got our wise orcas, right? All underwater. Our wise orcas coming out and whispering that sweet wisdom into her ear as she sleeps. Pay attention to your dreams. Okay, this is definitely telling us to pay attention to our dreams. There's messages, a lot of messages in our dreams. I personally am not a huge dreamer. I know I dream constantly, but remembering them is a different thing. I used to remember, and before I got in my accident, and I got a bunch of scarring on my brain and stuff. Before I got in my accident, I dreamt all the time. But now it's very rare. And so when I do dream, there's always something so important. Something that, and otherwise there's the subconscious mind that has suppressed, that you've been thinking about but not thinking about, that you keep on suppressing every time it comes up in your head, and you just put it off. Well, this is also telling you that it's time to take care of those things, handle those things, take care of your business. It's right there. You're getting the messages. Now you just have to carry it out. Got a lot of Mars energy coming in. I believe. I will have to double check. I'm no astrologer, but I'm so fascinated with it. Just, one quote that I can't get out of my head is scientists don't have astrologers. Billionaires do. For a reason. They're billionaires for a reason. It's because astrology it's like a cheat code. It's definitely, I give props to any astrologer that's got their shit together, because, it's a difficult thing. It's one of those things you get or you don't get, I believe, and I'm trying to self-teach, I guess you could say, but it's just so fascinating. It can really help you to know where you should be placing your energy. And again, the orca is all about that energy, that frequency. Should I be putting my frequency? Should I be in my heart center? Should I be, up in my head? Should I be rooted down to the ground, that primal feeling? Where should I be placing my energy? And of course, it's always great to be balanced and stay balanced. However, our energies are forever shifting. So how do we work with them? How do we ride that wave? That's what we're trying to go with. That's what we're trying to figure out. That's the key. How do you ride those waves? And how do you make the most of those waves? It's not by sitting on your ass. So I pre-shuffled. We do have, I just noticed, we have 10 of Pentacles, 10 of coin on the bottom. So, if we can't get our shit together, if we can keep it together, it's definitely, going to pay off in our reality, our 3D, tangible, touchable reality. So let's go ahead. Let's get more information. All right. I had 2 cards drop immediately. And I have the Magician and Justice. Both in the reverse. So, let me clarify. What is it? It's about these 2 cards together. Again, I think this is about really learning where are you going to place your energy. Are you placing your energy in the wrong places? Are you still focused on the past where you feel like you were done dirty? You didn't get your justice. The person that did whatever to you didn't get what they deserved. Are you still stuck in that? Because it's draining your energy. It is literally draining your gifts. Why don't you feel so vibrant? because you're allowing these past situations that are repeating and playing in your head to drain you of your beautiful, beautiful source energy, your beautiful power. Hermit. It's time to get the hell out of that hermit shell, guys. It was in the reverse. Sorry, excuse me. All right, it's time to get ourselves out there again. We have been so much within ourselves and really been doing that inner work. I give all of you props because it's not for the faint of heart. Doing this spiritual work is not for the faint of heart. It is not all rainbows, butterflies, and happy songs. Although it's great when it is. The hermit, we got to get out there. We've learned these lessons. We've been practicing these. We've been given the tools. Now get your ass out there and pass those tools on to somebody else. Because that's how we're going to heal this world. That's how we're going to make this world better. Is you do you. You take care of you. I take care of me. I get my shit together so that I'm a nice person. I'm a good person. I'm not going to do anybody dirty. I've taken care of my shadows. I've dealt with my shadows. I'm not going to lunge out at somebody because I got trauma that I haven't dealt with, and neither will you. So we're all just gonna have a better a better feeling to the world, a better feeling to society. And the more and more we do this work, and the more and more we share these tools and we show others by doing, not by just look, this is the right way, this is why, You're never going to get your point across, okay? You're just going to, right? Because you're talking to somebody who hasn't done their shadow work. And so they don't know why they're defensive. So you've got to come in at that, like, I've done my shadow work. So I know how to handle this situation, handle this person, so that we are able to communicate and come to a mutual ground, an understanding, respect. It's about that respect. All about that respect. But if you don't come out of your hermit shell, like, where you're never going to feel ready. This is something I've had to tell myself. I'm never going to feel ready to do this. I'm never going to feel ready. So I just got to do it. I just got to put it one foot in front of the other. Because that's how it's going to get done. Any other? All right, what challenges do we need to watch out for? What challenges? Any other challenges? The Wheel of Fortune upright. So I think our challenge card could be, the vision I'm getting in my head is just the wheel turning. Like, you're standing on top, like you're on top of the world, and you're so worried about rocking and spinning that wheel back all the way back down to the bottom of the pit, that you're missing everything around you. It's beautiful. And again, in this deck, the Wheel of Fortune looks like a dream catcher to me. So again, I'm getting this, you pay attention to your dreams. Really pay attention to your dreams. My dreams have been very active as well here lately. So, really pay attention to your dreams. Okay. I'm just going to end up here repeating myself again and again. So we're just going to have this talk. Okay, I've got the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups. Substance. Make sure what you're putting yourself into, your energy into, your thoughts into, your heart into, all of that. Make sure that it is what it says it is. Make sure that there's substance in there. One of the, it's like, you may have a golden chalice, right? But is there anything in it? What good does it do you if it's empty and you're in a desert and you're thirsty? A golden chalice does nothing. But if it has water in it, substance, then yeah, it could save your life. So, be rooted in what you're doing. Make sure you're really planting those roots deep. If you want to have that victory, you want to have that success, you want to have the bond between others to be deep and significant, then make sure that's truly what it is. Make sure that what's on the surface and what they're offering you is truly what's under the surface. Don't get caught up in a false reality, that's not, yeah. All right, I also wanted to pull a couple or other oracle cards. So I'm going to set this aside. Really, pay attention to your dreams and move on. It's time to move on. Like, are you holding yourself back because you can't move on from, that same old routine, those toxic friends, those toxic partners, those toxic thoughts? Like, that's what I'm really getting about this, is that this is more about your own subconscious thoughts. This is all about the subconscious, right? This is all about that underlying frequency, vibration, the thoughts, is that love really, can you feel it? Is it radiating out of their heart center? Can you feel it pumping and lighting you up when they say it? Or do you just feel like, oh gosh, like, does it get you riled? Like, listen to yourself. Listen to how you're feeling. Listen to how other people make you feel, right? All right, we're going to go with my Starseed Oracle deck. All right, anything else that we need to discuss? Well, we started this out. We've got Earth School. Okay, so again, I'm going to point this out. This is school. Y'all are in school. We're classmates, right? So are you going to be the bully? Are we going to deal with the bully? Are we going to accept the bully? Are we here to learn, enjoy, have fun? Or are we here just to sleep in the back of the classroom and let everything pass us by? You ain't going on the field trip if you didn't get good grades. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. If you haven't been doing the work, you're not going on the field trip. It's that simple. And I don't mean to be harsh or blunt, but that's who I am. I'm going to tell you how it is. It is that simple. I can sit here and I can literally make my health issues worse just by thinking that they're bad. Or I can sit here and I'm healthy. And I can get up and I can function. Now, it's not always that simple, unfortunately. But it is that simple. It truly is. Are we going to let these little things stop us and hold us back? No. Why? Because you really want to miss the field trip? We can go check out butterflies and stuff. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna do whatever it is, whatever field trip you want to go on. That's the point. We're here to learn, and when you sit there and you say, "Why me? Why me? Oh, boo-hoo! Why me? Why me?" Because you obviously need to be taught something. There's obviously something there, and although you may not see it for another year, you may not look back, you may not realize what that lesson is, or why you're being taught that, or why this is happening. Some of the most beautiful, beautiful situations come out of some of the most devastating, unfortunately. But again, energy never dies. It never goes away. It transmutes, it exchanges, but it can't just simply go away. So those bad things, like losing people that we care about, that was their soul's choice, right? And that timing was decided by a higher power, because that timing is divine. There's so many times, like, I lost my younger cousin, and it's like, he's so young, why? But the beauty that his memory has brought our family. There's even little sea turtles named after him in his honor down in Florida. I mean, just, it's those little things. And who knows what else. One of my best friends passed away, got in a really horrible accident years and years and years ago. And it was just like, oh my gosh, why? He's got a wife, a son. There was so much more going on. So, he wasn't happy in the relationship, but I hate to say it like that. But his eyes went to a little boy. And a little boy is able to see. I'm sure he's a young man, by now, because this is years and years ago. But, and everything else, that horrible tragedy, it blessed a little boy with the gift of sight, and I'm sure so much more, and it's unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. But, when, like, talking to his son and stuff, his son tries to do better because he knows his dad's watching. My two oldest children, their father passed away years and years ago, and we'd always go visit him down Santa Ana, California is where he lived. And my kids, they've chosen to do so many different things simply because they lost him, that are positive things. They're doing this because they know their dad would be proud. That otherwise they might have not pushed themselves for. And it sounds like it's sad, it's horrible, it really is. But my point is that if we don't look at the positive that these negative, toxic, horrible, tragic situations brought us, then we will forever be stuck in those horrible, tragic situations. We will never leave that place. We will live in our pain. And we will always look out the window asking, why can't I be happy? When the answer's right there inside of you. There's beauty all around us. I could sit here and I could point out several different things that I am insecure about, or looking in the camera going, ooh, man, not happy with the background, this, that, the other. Or I could just be here and show up. And I apologize that I haven't showed up for the last several months. And unfortunately, it's not something that I can just simply overcome, but I can show up more than I have. And I will do better. I promise that to you, that I will do my best. There's days that I can't get out of bed, even though I would love to, because I'm full of energy and I just have so many good ideas, so many things I want to do in life. So I all I can do is do my best, show up, try, push through those horrible moments. So, yeah. So make the best out of, it's not about making the best out of it. It's about not making the worst out of it. We've got, you could sit here and look at the negative that has gone on over the last few years. There's some pretty shitty shit. Some pretty shady shit. But look at everything that's exposed. That has been needing to be exposed for decades. And we don't all have to agree on any of it. We don't. We don't have to agree on any of it at all. We're all here for the same reason, though. Right? We want to do better. We want to feel better. We want to feel joy and happiness and love. And, we want to step out of the fog. That fog. Man, that fog is intense. I won't have anything more to do with it. I highly recommend meditation. Daily meditation is so important. Even when I am not able to sit up and get up out of bed, I will lay there with my headphones and meditate. Now, it's not the best for the breathing exercises, however. It's still good for the mind. So, I believe that's my piece of what I've got to say. I will be back with a more direct reading. This was more, I had a lot to say. I have a lot to say. I've been gone for a while, and I'm Aries, Sun, and Moon, so you know me. I got a lot to say. I'll be back. Save it for next time. So much love. Thank you all for all your love and support over these last few months. Like, I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much. There's been so many times that just one comment has literally given me that bit that I needed to get up and push myself, So I thank you so much, all of you, so much. Yeah. All right. And the music I have in the background, if y'all want to check it out, I don't have it very loud, but if you want to check it out, this is Change for the Better, and I will definitely link them down below. Absolutely amazing soul, and their music has helped me through so much. And the fact that they made a track just to help me feel better. That kind of kindness, it's the kindness we need in this world. Blessed be all. Sending y'all lots of love. Okay. Much love.